Hello everyone, so today I'm going to talk about rewarding, and who doesn't like a good old reward? I mean, I do. And it's the same for a toddler. There are so many different opinions of parents and carers and schools or whoever wants to have an opinion about should we reward our children when we're potty training. Now, I'm a great believer of rewarding. I'm not saying fill them up with 50 chocolate buttons and 20 Kinder eggs. I am saying reward them with simple things. You know, the good old fashioned rewarding is a good way of doing it. The reason I like it is because if you get your little one to sit on a potty and they do a wee, they need to feel good about themselves. This is like massive that they've suddenly not done it in their nappy and they've done it in this potty. So, you know, just clapping doesn't really cut it. And believe me, I have potty trained thousands of children over the last 10 years. And I have been to some houses where children aren't allowed any reward. And I would say it takes double the amount of time. By clapping, yes, they like it for a second. And some of them look at you to think you're stupid. But really, they want a sticker or they want a star, they want something. So encouragement is a key, is definitely key to potty training. So I'm going to show you a few rewards which I use when I'm going out on my journey and which thousands of parents are using out there. So we'll start off with a good old fashioned sticker reward. So who doesn't like stickers? So nice stickers can be bought online, loads of stores. And a really nice big reward chart I like. Can't open this one, but let's see. So a really nice big reward chart where it's got the days of the week on it. That really helps. So obviously it's Monday to Sunday because we have to potty train every single day. And then, you know, they go stick this somewhere where they spend most of their time. I know, like from my husband, he's fussy, he's a designer. And if I stuck this in the middle of like our really expensive wallpaper, it would have killed me. But, you know, good old fashioned fridge, or just stick it somewhere and just use blue tack, not sellotape. You can get the stuff that doesn't mark on the walls and stuff anymore. Get something, let them pick where they want to stick it as well. Getting them involved again, really important. And they get, you know, a choice where they want to put it and where they can visually see it and obviously reach it because they're only diddy. So a good old fashioned sticker chart. Now, how do we reward with the stickers? Now, I'm a great believer of rewarding for trying as well as doing. So I always say they get one sticker for trying. So trying means if they've sat on the potty or the toilet and they get up again and they say, oh, you know, look down and there's like a dot or there's nothing. Do say to them, well done for trying, mummy or daddy or grandma, whoever, the cat, the dog, the mouse, the whatever you've got in the house. It's really proud of you, what you've done. That's really good, well done. You know, still, you know, show them that is really good that they've actually made that step, because sometimes getting them to sit on the potty is the hardest thing to do, which I will cover. So you can give them a sticker for rewarding if you've got lots of stickers. And you can get them from like really cheapy shops as well, but obviously try and get something they're gonna like and that they can relate to. So give them one sticker for trying, and then if you're doing one sticker for trying, I would give 2 stickers for doing a wee and 3 stickers for doing the poo. So that's like ultimate, because poos can be a little tricky. So yes, so good old stickers. If they get on the potty and they're just mucking about every couple of seconds and you think, hang on, I'm gonna run out of stickers in about an hour, just judge it with them and say, oh, well done, mummy's very proud. Next time we wanna get 2 stickers. So sort of distract from giving them one every 2 seconds. Because you will find they cotton on really quickly. They're clever, these little toddlers, and they will expect to get loads of stickers in a day. But that's the stickers, right? That's the good old fashioned stickers, very cheap, couple of quid, nothing, but just have plenty of them ready. You can also, if you're really crafty, is make the reward chart yourself at home, because obviously us parents got so much time on our hands, but it actually doesn't take that long. Just go and get a big card and make it with them. So that's another option as well, which can be quite fun. I mean, I have done that in the past. I haven't got time to do things like that now, but you know, that's another good option, and that also is very cheap to do. Okay, so the reward system that I came up with, because obviously, as I say, I've trained thousands of children, I found sometimes that after a couple of days, and a lot of you parents do say that to me, is they're bored of the stickers, they've stuck that sticker on there and they've gone off to play, and that's it. The sticker's gone. And they find that after a couple of days that the kids actually don't care whether they get a sticker or not. Some kids still love it and some kids don't All kids are different, as I always say. So I came up with the idea of a star system, okay? Well, it's not groundbreaking. Every child gets stars at school and stuff. But this is really different. So basically is making some stars on the computer with your little one, or you can do them handmade with like this, cut out of card, which is like a bit of a funny star, that one. But or you can make them like this on the computer. So homemade, still homemade, but on the computer. Now, let them choose their favourite colour. This really does help. So you just make some stars on the computer, put their name on it so they know that star belongs to them. And most of the time when your little one's about potty training age, they do start to recognise their name. I'll just point it out to them. This is like Daniel's star. This is your star, Daniel. You're so special. And vice versa, you can do it on a gold star and put their name on the back. Whatever, you know, ticks them, whether it's gold, silver, pink, blue, yellow, whatever. Choose the colour with them. Then print the stars off on the computer, or cut them out with your little one. Obviously be careful with the scissors, and sit there and start cutting the stars out with them and say, we're cutting these stars out because this is for when you go on the potty and you do a wee or a poo. So you're sat there chatting away, doing lovely arts and crafts with your little one, but actually you're teaching them that these stars are all about them, and this is what they get from when they, you know, they perform on the toilet or the potty. Okay, then get a clear jar, plastic clear jar. This is Home Bargains or Pound Shop, 79p. Obviously not glass. Keep it clear, and yeah, get one of these. And then what I want you to do is tip all the stars into the jar with them and get them to do that with you. So the whole process has to be done together. Really key to this. So they've popped them in the jar, and I always do a little trick here as well, which I'll go into in a second. But I sometimes put a couple of beautiful glittery or shiny stars in there, because there's a little extra reward at the end of the week. Okay, so you chuck those in there. So you've got all your stars in there. Now, this is the magic reward box. This is one of mine, but you don't have to get one of mine. You can make one yourself, get a bit of cardboard and cut the hole out, and you can decorate it with what you want. That's part of the fun as well. So, you know, that's really easy to do. Or get some box. You can get those gift boxes that you can get from the card shops and stuff like that, and cut a hole in the top, and you can cover it in wrapping paper with their favourite themed character on. And then just make sure it's got a hole in the box, because we need them to be able to pop the star out and pop it into the box. So what I do here is, this is really, you know, you could use stickers for trying as a bonus, and you get the stars for doing. So that's the way I always train the children when I go into people's homes. So they get 1 star for doing a wee, and they pop that in the box, and they get 2 stars for doing a poo. So that's actually seeing a poo in the potty or the toilet, and you pop it in the box. So you get the jar down and let them pop it in the box. Now place this where they can visually see it, but they can't reach it, because I've done so many of these and made up so many of them. And when I've turned my back, the little rascals have got the stars and tipped them all in the box, and I've lost count of what we've done. So, and they will do it. And what we don't want them to do is to play with it all day. They get bored like they do with the stickers. So we need to keep it out of reach, but in sight. So it's a reminder of what they've got to do. And it's good. In a minute, I'll go on to that. Okay, so they're getting all these stars in the box, and a really good way of prompting them, because if you keep going on to your little one, do you need a wee, do you need a poo, do you need a wee, sit on the potty, try for mummy, try for daddy, try for whoever down the road, they start getting really sick of you saying it. And what will happen is they won't want to do it, because they're watching Peppa Pig or Cars or playing with whatever they're playing with, and you're constantly going on to them, do you want this, do you want to do that? And they're thinking, it's actually ruining my life, because that's what they think. So what we need to do is change the wording. So you're walking past the box and you get the box down and they can see you, but you know, and hear you, and say, oh Daniel, we haven't got any stars today. Mummy's forgotten or daddy's forgotten. What do we have to do to get those stars? So then get them to shout out the answer. That's getting them involved again, but also like reinstating what we've told them they have to do to get the stars. So that really, really does help. So different prompts, or, oh, should we try and do something in the potty or the toilet, and then we can get a magic star? So do it so it's all very magical and fun. Bringing fun into potty training is going to make your life so much easier. Don't like regimental, it doesn't work. Okay, so then they get the stars, and halfway through the day, get them down, count them on the carpet, keep encouraging them by getting the box down, prompting them. Now, what do they get for the stars? Well, stars in my world equals prizes. So then we get some large stars that we make on the computer or again by hand, and get some little tiny gifts, very small, don't have to break the bank. They can be stickers, crayons, anything you want to give your little one. Get something they really like. So if they like Peppa Pig or Cars or Gaston or anything like that, get them, you know, those things. And you can get loads of things like pencils and crayons and snap cards, loads of things about for £1 or £2, and sit them on the shelf next to this. So that again, they can visually see what is going on, and wrap them up in their favourite papers. So once you've made all this, say it's Friday night, get them to say, we're going to put it on that shelf, and then in the morning, what I want you to do as parents is place these presents in a row with the numbers clearly visible in front of them. And then when they come down in the morning, you say to them, where did we put the magic box? And as you're trotting down, what do we have to do to put stars in the magic box? You're reinforcing what you've explained to them. And then when they get up, they see these prizes, and you say to them, oh, we've got to get some stars today because we're going to get some magic prizes. So if we do a wee or we do a poo in the potty and mummy and daddy see it, or in the toilet, then you're going to get a prize. So this really works, and they absolutely love it. And I would suggest you keep that going definitely for a good couple of weeks, because I have so many parents say, wow, you know, they've nailed it, and after 4 days we took all the prizes away. No, keep it going for at least 10 days, but you can string it out a bit. So at the beginning, you know, give them their first prize after if they've got 2 stars in the box, stick it to a 2, and then let's move up to a 4, 6, 8. And then maybe on week 2 we do a 2, and then we do a 6, so we can string it out that little bit longer, so we're weaning them off the prizes. Okay, now another really good tip, because continuity is absolutely key when you start potty training. So if you go to, if your little one goes to nursery, which most children do now because we're all working, let's face it, what I want you to do is print off or make double the amount of stars. So I want a set for home, a big set for home, and I want a set for out and about, and I want a set for the nursery school. So what I want you to do is tell your key worker at nursery school, you know, you're not bringing in sweets, that's going to disturb the other children. This is helping your child potty training, and we need to let everybody know what we're doing so it keeps the same. Consistency is really key. Now, just get a clear sandwich bag like this, and here we go, we've got Daniel stuck on it, and put some stars in the clear sandwich bag, and get Daniel to take those to nursery school on Monday. But you've already spoken to the key worker, so I want Daniel to then carry these stars into nursery school himself, so he's got ownership of these stars, and he hands them to his key worker, and hopefully, you know, they'll have it that they will say to him, what are these for? And he can say what they're for. And then they can prompt during the day with the stars as well. So we're keeping it wherever he goes. Now, then you do another bag with how many stars did Daniel achieve. So you send in 2 bags to nursery school, your childminder or your mum's house, whoever's got, you know, taking care of the child. And then the stars that he's achieved during the day, he brings back home and he tips them in his box, and he still gets that reward, you know, that euphoria of getting a prize. We have to keep it going. It's so important. I can't tell you enough. And also when you go out and about at the weekend, do the same. Take the stars out. Little Daniel takes those stars with him in the car with his potty, and he still gets them when he goes home and puts them back in the box. So that's my reward system. I hope you give it a go, and good luck.